So dear students, today I'll discuss about some important vector identities. Okay, so there are a lot of vector identities, but we'll discuss here only some particular vector identities, and obviously the proof is also not required for your exam purpose. So we'll just discuss the vector identities and try to learn the trick to remember how you can remember the vector identities, and obviously then we will solve problems so that you can just apply the concepts. Okay, so let me discuss one by one the vector identity. Okay, so the first vector identity, and the identities are obviously involve gradient, divergence as well as curl also. Okay, so the first vector identity that I am going to talk about, gradient of two scalar function, addition of two scalar function phi and psi, then you will get just grad phi plus grad psi. So this is usual, very usual and very easy. Okay, and the second identity is also the same kinds of operation, but this is now involving divergence, and obviously for divergence the vector function will involve a and b, and it can be written as divergence a plus divergence b. So these are very easy and can be remembered easily. Okay, and number 3 obviously involving curl also, and that will be curl of a plus b, and that is curl a plus curl b, that is curl a, okay, plus curl b, curl a plus curl b. And number 4, these three are very easy, okay, and easy to remember also, and these are not required most of the cases, but the next identity that I am going to discuss is most important, that is suppose the divergence of phi a. Okay, phi a, here phi is a scalar and a is vector. Okay, so this is scalar just like number. Okay, 2a 3a just like number, and but here actually in terms of function obviously, but you can understand by it as a number. Okay, but this is obviously a scalar function. Okay, function of xyz, and this is a vector function a. So how you can write it, it can be written like this: grad phi dot a plus phi into divergence a plus phi into divergence a. Now how you can remember this result? So this is, you can see here, this is a dot product of two vector, del operator and phi a. So del operator is a vector operator, so this is del is also vector quantity, and a is here also vector quantity, and this is multiplied by a scalar. So this is always scalar, dot product is involved here. So here also in the two terms only dot product will be involved. So you know that grad phi is itself a vector quantity, so one possibility is that grad phi can be operated with a through dot product, and another you can possibility say that the dot product between del operator and a vector, so that is del dot a, and phi is here scalar, so it will be outside. So this is how you can understand. Okay, so and each and everything will be scalar quantity, because the left hand side is scalar quantity, so right hand side for each and every part it will also be scalar quantity. So you can remember it in this way also. Similarly, if you talk about the operation, same operation for curl, that is curl of phi a, okay, curl of phi, in that case also you will get the same thing. So here is also, in this is vector quantity now, as this is a cross product, so obviously here also cross product will involve. So one possibility is grad phi cross a, and another possibility is that the phi into curl a, all these vector identities can be proved, okay, but you don't need to prove, you have to just remember this thing. Okay, similarly one more important thing you can understand, that is word number 6 you can say, and that is divergence of a cross b, divergence A cross B, and that is nothing but B dot curl A, B dot curl A, okay, B dot curl A minus A dot curl B, minus A dot curl B, B dot curl A minus A dot curl B. So you have to start from here, B dot curl A plus A dot curl B minus A dot curl B. Okay, so these are the main three vector identity that you have to remember, must remember you have to, and these are very easy. Okay, but there are also 2 or 3 vector identities which are more complicated, but I don't want to discuss over here because that will be not necessary. Okay, but rather than these complicated relations, the two more important things I want to discuss with you, that another is that if you take the curl of gradient of phi, then it will always be 0. Okay, you have to remember these things. Similarly, if you take divergence and then curl of any vector function, that is divergence of curl A, and that will also be always 0. And one vector identity you need to know, it will be used again and again in electromagnetic theory also, that curl of curl A, okay, and that will be minus del square A plus gradient of divergence. You can remember in this way also, or you can remember in this way also, that gradient of divergence A minus del square A, minus del square A. So you have to remember these three and these three also, and there automatically you can remember. Okay, so these three and these three are main. Okay, so now I can discuss another more important thing, that is the Laplacian operator, you can say. Okay, so let me discuss about this thing also, that is the Laplacian operator. Laplacian operator. Okay, and this can be written as del square. Okay, and del square is defined as, that is del 2 del x2 second differentiation plus del 2 del y2 plus del 2 del z2, del 2 del z2. Now it can be written, if you talk about the del square phi, then del square phi will also be del 2 phi del x2, okay, plus del 2 phi del y2 plus del 2 phi del z2. It can be written like this also, del 2 phi del z2. Okay, or you can see this thing in another way also, that you know obviously that what is grad phi. You know grad phi is nothing but del phi del x I cap. You can see in another way also this thing, the grad phi, you know del phi del x I cap plus del phi del y j cap plus del phi del z k cap. Okay, plus del phi del z k. Now if you take the dot product of del operator with divergence with grad phi, then what you will have? You have just del x I cap plus del y j cap plus del z k cap, dot product with this grad phi, and that is obviously del phi del x I cap plus del phi del y j cap plus del phi del z k cap. Okay, now if you take the dot product with del x with del phi del x, then it will be obviously del x, okay, del x del phi del x for this and this. Okay, similarly for this and this, it will be del y del phi del y, so it will be del y del phi del y plus the last thing will be del z and del phi del z. Okay, and obviously you can understand this divergence of grad phi is nothing but del square phi. Okay, and that will be now del 2 phi del x2 plus del 2 phi del y2 plus del 2 phi del z2. Okay, so this is del square phi. So obviously you can define from here that del square, you can define from here that del square obviously can be written as del 2 del x2. So from here you can understand that del 2 del x2 plus del 2 del y2 plus del 2 del z2. Okay, and this del square operator can also be operate on vector function also. also for vector function which is function of xyz. Okay, this can also be operate on vector function also, that is del square. And in that case we have to always operate with this vector function in component form. Okay, because you know that a vector can be written as ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap plus az k. So you can operate del square with this a vector also, but in component form. So we will understand when we will solve problem, more and more problem. Okay, thank you.